I don't know why they had to talk about it.
I think he was screened by the receiver as he was falling down. He wasn't able to see if he was inbounds, out of bounds.
Boy, Mike Lorello gets it.
Let's take a look at this. Suter does just a streak route, hits the inside stem, goes up the field. The ball kind of hangs in the air because he's thrown into the wind. Goes right out of the hands of Suter.
It's Anthony Mims with the pick.
That's what you call keep your eyes on the football. Suter has a chance. He tips it right into the defense. Oh, my goodness.
We have had
turnovers that plagued this Maryland team thus far.
Oh, man, and some weird plays so far in this game. It looked like Suter was going to be able to gather that one in with Mims falling backwards. Mims caught it while he was falling on his behind. K.J. Harris continues to bust up this Maryland offense, gets another first down.
I think the O-line coach from West Virginia had a nice chat with those boys on the sideline. Last series, they had some guys in the backfield getting sacks and Rasheed Marshall. They're trying to get a drive going here right before halftime.
4 turnovers now for Maryland. Statham has thrown 3 interceptions. That last one was sort of an ill-conceived pass, but Suter could have caught it. Harris, he's healthy. Another first down as Matt Weiner tells us what's coming up at the half. Matt?
Hi, Pam. After an emotional couple of weeks, Miami is back on the field, emotional on and off the field. They've got Louisiana Tech this afternoon. We'll give you the latest on that. Notre Dame, which team will show up in East Lansing later on this afternoon? We'll discuss Irish football as they prepare for the Spartans. Plus, Michigan struggling with San Diego State, the highlights from that. And, Pam, I've got some company this afternoon. Rod Gilmore will be here to enlighten me coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, they've given Matt an analyst for this week. Rodney Gilmore coming in.
I saw him last night doing that Connecticut-Boston College game.
That's right. Gilmore was in the greater southern New England vicinity, so Rod made the trip in. We look forward to hearing from you two guys.
We got J.D. up here in the booth spot for us. He was doing a game last night.
Right, J.D. Rutledge is here. Tony Britt, our stat guy. K.J. Harris has been K.J. from week 1. Mm-hmm. Look at that average, Mike. 5.7 yards a touch. And the touchdown, a 7-yard run. Had 337 yards in week 1. Did not play, or actually just got 2 carries last week, and then went out with the hamstring injury. And he's running like he's 100% healthy today. Give it right back to KJ on first down, and he breaks a tackle and picks up a couple of yards when he should have been stopped for at least no gain.
You know, at 6'2", 245 pounds, you would think he'd be a big target to hit. He's just slippery. You know, guys are just bouncing off him. You know, I don't know if he has any silicone in that jersey. I know it's illegal, but, you know, he knows how to get small when the tacklers are coming his way and just let him glance off his pads. They have great, I'm sorry, Pam, they have great communication between the offensive line and KJ. They go to the sideline, talk about, you know, do you need to set him up a little bit more in a running play? Can I get a better angle when I block him?
They do appear to be a well-oiled machine up front. Great veterans on that offensive line for West Virginia. Well, play fake, Marshall keeps it, and he is bounced out of bounds near the first down marker by Garrett McPherson.
That's that play we talked about last series. You know, Rasheed Marshall went over to Coach Rodriguez maybe in between series, said, hey, they're not checking me on the backside. Let's go ahead and fake it to KJ up inside. Get around the outside for a big first, well, close to a first down.
And you see, this is, again, to be expected for West Virginia. They don't even pretend that they want to be balanced. They are a running football team between the talent of Marshall and then guys like K.J. Harris and Jason Colson.
And every team they face, you know, from this point forward, are going to force Rasheed Marshall to beat you through the air. They're going to try to stack guys up the line of scrimmage, but the boys up front are doing a nice job getting up to that next level of linebackers and shielding them away from the ball carrier.
As they measure for the first down, just a little bit short. Coming into this game, West Virginia really 3 times more. They have a 3-to-1 ratio of running the ball over passing, so this is not unusual. Let's go to Dave Ryan.
Yeah, Pam, that great run game really helped by WVU center Tim Brown. Knows a lot about perseverance and never giving up. True freshman in '99, he broke his foot 2 games into the year. Needed surgery, took a medical redshirt. Last year, 3 days before the season opener, ruptured his Achilles tendon twice in a short time. 2 surgeries later, missed the entire season. He says he's never been in such pain and never appreciated college football as much. Got that 6th medical redshirt year. Is back in the lineup and opening big holes for Harris and company today.
has already graduated, has his degree, and married. His wife, Michelle, helped get him through all that rehab. A great story of perseverance for Brown. Harris, he is stacked up in the middle. Good stop that time. Dequel Jackson, the junior from Largo, Florida. Good stop, but still a first down. We have Jackson with 9 tackles so far.
Yeah, he's a catalyst on the defense. He's the leader that makes things happen. What's been happening is they've been able to get Brown and Burke off their ace block up to the linebacker. At that time, Jackson approached the line of scrimmage with some vision and toughness.
But still, KJ was able to get the first down. West Virginia has twice as many as Maryland, and they lead this game 7-3. KJ Harris scoring on a 7-yard run back in the first quarter. West Virginia on the board first, and more KJ. KJ left, KJ right, KJ up the middle. William Kershaw with the stop, but 4 more for Harris.
They're not trying to fool anybody, are they, Pam?
Nope. Just try to stop us, and Maryland so far has not been able to do that.
You know, one thing that West Virginia does well is we talked about them communicating with their coaches up in the box, but they're going through this hurry-up offense, trying to catch them off balance.
And Maryland, the defense has been on the field for quite a few plays in the first half. 2nd and 6. Marshall going up top for Chris Henry. Oh, just through his hands. Ray Custis on the coverage, but that was a pretty well-thrown ball.
It's a very well-thrown ball. I question Chris Henry really slowing down at the latter part of that throw, or that reception. He's got to run through the catch. He still had yardage on the sideline, get vertically up the field some more. He's kind of throttled down. Maybe he had a hard time picking up the football in the air.
If there was a knock against Henry, particularly last season, was that he would take plays off. That he would lope sometimes and not go full out. Maybe not the instance there, but it is a kid with incredible physical ability. The Big East Rookie of the Year last year, and I'm sure he knows he should have had that one as well. Sets up a 3rd down now. Big pressure, Marshall. How did he get away? 4 Terrapins tackle air, and Marshall has a spectacular first down run.
He's pretty exciting. The senior quarterback for West Virginia. We talked to him yesterday, Pam. Remember, he's talking about Cordell Stewart. He reminds me a lot of Cordell Stewart, a quarterback. They're bringing the heat up front. For some reason, they don't converge on the ball carrier. Rasheed Marshall sees open field, heading for the end zone.
Well, that is a 16-yard gain for Marshall. Picks up a big first down. We're inside a minute in the first half, as Colson is tackled by Merriman, does not pick up any yardage. Clock stops with 50 seconds left as West Virginia wants to talk things over. This is a big possession, obviously, for West Virginia, only up 4.
That's a big...
So West Virginia looking to add some more points before we hit the half. We'll be right back. West Virginia calling a timeout, and now 2nd and 10 from the 25. 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. And Marshall hands it off to KJ Harris. Harris with over 90 yards rushing so far, but the clock keeps running.
West Virginia spreading out with 4 receivers set there. Allowing, we're going to go to a timeout and relocate this particular play.
Now 3rd down with 7 yards to go. And West Virginia has burned its final timeout. Rasheed Marshall trying to cook something up with Rich Rodriguez. West Virginia out of timeouts. 3rd and 7 from the 22 with 36 seconds left to go in the first half. Rasheed Marshall and company converting both 3rd downs on this drive. He's going up top. Marshall over the middle, going for the touchdown, and it's dropped. Boy, Marshall zinged one in there, and Chris Henry was unable to come up with it.
Dangerous throw by Rasheed Marshall. Dangerous throw by Rasheed Marshall. They got 2 deep safeties, got inside help. Looks like he just got screened off in the ball. He's got to keep his eyes on the ball and look at all the way into your chest. I know Rasheed wanted that one.
Boy, Rasheed thinking 6. Ray Custis, one of the Maryland defenders. 39-yard field goal attempt for Brad Cooper. Kicked a 54-yarder last year against Central Florida, kicking this with the wind at his back. And he missed it. In the middle of the field with the wind at his back. And Cooper misses it. That is a huge hold for Maryland.
You're right, Pam. Big hold for Maryland defense, getting some momentum, only being a 4-point game here. Looks like he got a good foot into it, just left it out to the right.
Ralph Friesen, the French.
That's a moral victory for that defense.
Boy, and a lot of turnovers. This has not been a pretty first half. West Virginia has 4 takeaways, but has only scored 7 points because of it. And Joel Statham will take a knee, and he's going to take a huge sigh of relief. He's not played well in the first half. He's thrown 3 interceptions. 2 of them were definitely his fault. But yet the Terps are only down 4 going into the locker room.
Yeah, he's going to regroup here in the locker room, get to the coaches, what I feel comfortable with, what I don't feel comfortable with. But the running game has been very dominating for West Virginia.
And Maryland trailing 7-3. Statham just 2 of 8 for 20 yards and 3 interceptions. Pac-Man has had a big first half, but the bottom line, guys, West Virginia only up 7-3 at the break. Matt, 3. And Steve Suter, the dangerous return man, back deep for Maryland along with Rich Carson. And Maryland will start from its own 20. So Maryland fortunate to only be down 7-3 at the half. Pam Ward along with Mike Tomczak. Dave Ryan is on the field for us. Boy, 4 turnovers. West Virginia only gets 7 points. Missed opportunities.
And if you're going to be a highly ranked team in this country, you have to convert in those turnovers. West Virginia did a terrible job in the first half. We got a fumble coming up here by K.J. Harris. Good ball stripping by Maryland. Another missed opportunity late in the first half. We'll get a red zone pass.
Chris Henry unable to bring that one in. And he had another opportunity on the other side of the end zone and was unable to bring in that pass. So West Virginia certainly has had its chances, and Maryland starts off. Josh Allen with the first carry. Let's go down to Dave Ryan on the field.
Well, Pam, Mike Tomczak hit out just a moment ago. WVU coach Rich Rodriguez, along with 60,000 other Mountaineer fans, very disappointed that Brad Cooper missed that field goal at the end of the half. He said his team has got to cash in on opportunities. They can't let Maryland back in the game. He expects 4 physical quarters. As for Ralph Friesen, he said we played as poorly as possible. We're luckiest team in this ball game. Physical defense, a big key. Joel Statham has got to learn to handle the pressure and once in a while run the ball. Don't worry about a sack so much.
Yeah, Statham does have that ability. In fact, one of the reasons why he wanted to come to Maryland was because of the option looks in their offense. Statham fires that for the first down as he hits Steve Suter. First time Suter has caught a pass today. So Statham had 2 completions in the first half and threw 3 interceptions.
Well, that's only 2 completions. Doesn't help the offense out much. And when you get 3 completions to the other team, that helps the defense out on the opposing side of the field. You want to see him throw with confidence. He did a nice job completing the ball with Steve Sutter there.
So Maryland 1st and 10 as they move it out to the 31. This has turned into a glorious late summer afternoon after torrential rains and the hurricane that came through. Josh Allen running like a hurricane, gets it up to midfield. So exactly what Ralph Friesen was talking to Dave Ryan about. What a great start for the Terps. 19 for Josh on that carry.
I think Coach Friesen had a nice talk that Rich Rodriguez had in the first half to his teammates. Put the tape on, buckle it up, put some air in your helmet, tie those shoelaces real tight.
Yeah, boy, Rich Rodriguez, if you weren't with us at the top of the show, just had a terrific locker room speech. His team came out like gangbusters, but struggled offensively despite getting several opportunities on giveaways from Maryland. First down from midfield. A sold-out crowd. Allen again gets a nice gain, about 6 yards up the right side. Scott Jerko making the stop as we take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. And boy, there you go. The takeaways, but the points off takeaways. You can't just get 7 points out of 4, can you?
No, you can't. We talked about that, as we came out here. Inability to convert those turnovers into points, and time of possession big time in West Virginia's favor.
West Virginia also over 50% in converting third downs, outgaining Maryland 170-92, but they're only up by 4.